Second take. I know, I'm a little late with this. Friday afternoon, I was trying to do this thing Wednesday and couldn't. Thing locks up. I hate doing videos on Fridays, to be honest, for this very reason. Anyway, we will do a whole bunch of topics here. Some sports related, some not sports related. I'll start where I wanted to start on Wednesday, which was seeing how the Wizards were on a 2-game win streak, but as it turned out Wednesday night, they got, well, I don't want to say, well, embarrassed is not the word, but it was not up to what the previous 2 games had been. There seems to be slow hope for the Wizards. I said slow. It's still not going to be a winning record. I think I said that, before the lockout and all that. But, there's no telling what will happen here between now and the end of the season. Try to build on something. So I would just move off that topic and move to a more intriguing topic, which is the Cavs slowly starting to stink it up. If this is the playoff push, you're surprising the shit out of me. It's just becoming abysmal. Well, I won't say abysmal. That's not the word I want to use here. It's disappointing. That's probably a better word to use here. Trying to think what I was going to say next. Trading deadline in the NHL was the 27th. And it's already been more or less said. Mike Knuble will not be traded. Braden Holtby, who had started Monday. He got called up from Hershey, went back to Hershey, so you know what's going on here. I don't know what else to say on that. Hopefully, we'll try to get this righted. We have a chance tonight against Florida. They'll tell them what this is going to be. So that's really about all I can tackle on that. Now, I'm going to devote the next part of this video that has nothing to do with sports, that has a lot to do with the public embarrassment that is the Virginia General Assembly, where I live. They're so fucking backward. I mean, this is what happens when you have religious fascists running the 3 highest offices in the state and you control both houses of the General Assembly. It's a fucking embarrassment. And now it has gotten absolutely worse. They want to, this is they, and when I say they, I'm talking about, these dum-dums who are the governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, as well as the House of Delegates in the Virginia State Senate, who all wish now to contribute to the decline of American civilization. They came up with this little thing, which I think now has passed. It's waiting for our dum-dum religious asshole governor to sign. That would require women wanting an abortion to take a good look at an ultrasound image. And how they do it is this thing. I swear to God, I did not know this term until I saw this the other night. What they want to do now is they want to perform what is called a transvaginal ultrasound. I saw what this little device was. I saw pictures of this. It looks like a vibrator. I mean, to be completely honest, it's not that far away from being, from looking like a vibrator. But this is like you want to shove this up into a woman's private area. I don't know about you, but I take a look at that, and this just seems as though the Virginia General Assembly has now legalized rape, but you're disguising it as a transvaginal ultrasound device. No, this is just legalized rape. I don't know what they're thinking. And if you think that's something, though, I saw something completely, totally asinine yesterday. Yesterday and last night. And this is the deal with Rick Santorum and the guy that's funding his campaign. Went on MSNBC, I think yesterday afternoon, and made some absolute shit statement about how women should use aspirin as a contraceptive. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. But I can tell you that, I never thought of Bayer aspirin as like a method of birth control. I've just never thought of that. I don't know. It just shows you the absolute stupidity of people in this world. It really does. I'm convinced now we are seeing the decline of American civilization. It's just disguised as politicians, intruding where they should not be intruding. You get government involved where they don't want to intrude, or they should not be intruding. And then it got really interesting today. I'll relate this. Somehow I got a phone call today from some company I never heard of, and they get me on the phone. It's one of these long distance calls, and I don't take long distance calls as a general rule. But they said, "Oh, let's stay on the line, and we'll try to get some information from you." It's like, and then they said, "Well, okay, you live at blah, blah, blah." I'm not going to give out here because I'm not giving my real address here because that's not anybody's fucking business, which is what I'm leading up to. So they rattle off this thing and says, "Oh, you live at blah, 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 blah," and I thought to myself, yeah, I know where they got this. They sort of got this from my new cell phone, because I went in and clicked a little button there with my phone where you can stand there and give what they call mock addresses. It's like you try to fool people instead of giving out your real address. You stand there and give out your phone will actually stand there and give out these fake addresses. Within the general area where you live, but they're fake addresses, and even I know that. So they call and they get this, and they rattle off this fake address, which I knew it was fake, and I knew where they got it from. You get it from the lovely people with Google Maps. Because again, this is my cell phone I'm dealing with here. Yeah, there are privacy issues with Google. Even though I use Google Plus, and I've said this before, I don't mind using it, but Google, I know you're the parent company of YouTube, and I'm going to say this, it does not give you the fucking right to stand here and invade my privacy. Even though, I gave a fake address, it's still, you're intruding when you should not be intruding. So, just consider this a warning. I don't make threats, I make guarantees, really, but just consider this a warning. I start getting more phone calls like this, and in fact, there was another call I got like a couple of nights ago. And it was like somebody said, "Well, we need to update your Google profile." I said, "No, you're not. You're not going to get anywhere near that. Because that's my fucking business and nobody else's. I never gave consent to Google to stand here and invade my privacy. I never gave them that consent. You know, I went through this whole privacy shit years ago, which is why this channel on YouTube is a little different from what I created like 4 years ago. You know, because my privacy rights were violated then. But, you know, this is what's happening, folks. Big Brother's watching, and he comes disguised under various names, various formats. You know, but this again ties into the whole bit, you know, with our General Assembly here in Virginia, who are really a bunch of religious fascists. I don't care what party they are. You just engaged in, you know, form of religious fascism, and we need to exterminate you motherfuckers, really. But I don't know what else you really can't. I mean, this is just ginning everybody up for the November election. I'm going to say this just once and only once. This isn't even a prediction. This is just going to be a basic fact. Barry Obama gets reelected. I mean, I know a lot of you don't want to hear that. I'm not voting for the son of a bitch, to be honest with you, but, you know, just get used to this. Just get used to 4 more years of Barry Obama. That's it. I can't make this any plainer. You know, so don't stand here and blame me because I said I'm not voting for the motherfucker, to be honest with you. So I think I'll just leave all of you on that. And, well, I don't know. Let's see. I'll do a fun note here. NASCAR fans know this thing. It's an annual get-together in Daytona. They now call it the Budweiser Shootout. They used to call it the Busch Clash many years ago. So those of you who do enjoy NASCAR, this is sort of your weekend. They get to do the Budweiser Shootout, and it's on Sunday. It's to do qualifying for the Daytona 500, although that'll be next Sunday. So that'll keep me happy here for a few weeks, you know, until it's time for baseball season and I can enjoy the Nationals. And I'll leave this final note before I shut down. I did find out I am going to be going, as I said, it's June 8th, I'll be going. I'm not going to say where yet. Some things need to be finalized. I just have to come up with the money to pay off my brother, you know. So, it's a greedy bastard though he is, but, you know, this is kind of an instance that it's something I'm not going to see again in my lifetime. So that's why I'm going to enjoy this for what it's worth. But as we get closer to that day, I'll fill everybody in on it. But believe me, it's going to be loads of fun. Okay, now I am done. I hope this video will take hold. So I shall see all of you. What the fuck am I saying? Oh boy. Alright, we'll see when I get around to doing another video. Again, I never know when I do these things. So adios, motherfuckers. Enjoy your weekend, and that's it.